I hate the phrase work-life balance. The balance part annoys me. The idea that we can find the right balance between what we have to do and what we want to do. My life is never in balance. I'm always either spending more time on work or with the people I love. Email also makes separating my professional and personal life impossible. But being overwhelmed with work or the people you're close to is a serious problem because it can lead to burnout. You know the feeling, being exhausted, just going through the motions of the day and really questioning whether the work that you're doing really even matters. Burnout makes you less productive, leaves you feeling really bad, and compromises your immune system, making you more vulnerable to health problems. How can we prevent burnout? It begins by taking good care of ourselves. And I don't mean have a self-care, treat yourself day every now and then. I mean, that's really nice and I love treating myself, but the feeling is temporary. Real self-care has to be a sustainable habit that builds the strength you need to deal with the stressors coming your way. Here's how I do it. I start by going to sleep before 1 a.m. every night. If I stay up later than that, I won't get enough sleep and will feel horrible the next day. Scientists think sleep restores your brain and removes the toxins that build up during the day, just like how you flush a toilet after using it. But if you don't get enough sleep, it's like you never flushed that toilet, which I know is gross, but that's how I want you to feel about not getting enough sleep. If you're sleep deprived, it's going to make it harder for you to focus, learn, and deal with your emotions the next day. After a night of sleeping, your brain is craving a fresh supply of glucose. That's why I start the day with a breakfast full of whole grains and proteins. Just like sleep, a good breakfast will improve your ability to focus, learn, and remember. Once I get to work, I make sure I only check my email, social media, and the news during specific chunks of time. Morning, noon, afternoon, and evening. That's it. Notifications from all this stuff are distracting and make it harder for me to get any real work done. Having it always on in the background just stresses me out more than I already am. I'm always thinking, maybe there's something new and important that popped up, but there never really is. So I turn on Do Not Disturb mode, close unnecessary windows, and get to work. Halfway through the day, I get out of the office and go for a walk. Even if it's just for 5 minutes, walking outside makes it easier for me to get through the second half of the day. Psychologists have found that midday walks boost your mood and reduce stress, probably because it gets your body active and gives your brain a chance to rest. At least a few times during the week, I have to say no to someone who's asking me to do something I don't want to do. When I'm overwhelmed, I only add something new to my workload if I can get rid of something else. If I don't do that, I will burn out. The way I say no is by using the Dear Assertiveness skill. I know you originally wanted the TPS reports by tonight, but I'm really overwhelmed with all the other assignments that came in today. Can I get that to you tomorrow? I just want to make sure I do this right, and I'd hate for you to get a rush report. At least once during the day, I connect with my favorite people at work. Just seeing them makes me feel better and reminds me of why I'm working here in the first place. When things get really bad, they also help me figure out ways to deal with my problems. The hardest self-care skill for me is being at work when I'm at work and being at home when I'm at home. It's all about mindfulness and being completely present mentally and physically in the moment I'm in. It's easier for me to be fully plugged into work than it is for me to be fully plugged in at home. At home, I often get stuck thinking about all the bad things that happened at work, everything I got wrong, everything that's still left to do, and that makes me irritable. What's helped me to be more mindful is when I'm getting ready to go home, I dump out all my thoughts about work, all my worries, everything that's left to do onto a document or a post-it, and then I review that the first thing the next morning. On my ride home, I'm tired and hungry. It's usually late at night and I haven't had dinner yet. I tolerate these feelings by using distress tolerance skills. My favorite skill is temporarily distracting myself through music. Music can change your mood and transport you to a different place and time. I've got this playlist called Hope, and whenever I listen to it, it makes me feel like a superhero who just saved the day. When I get home, I use the rest of my night to connect with the people and things that give my life purpose, meaning, and value. That means my friends, family, and this little pup right here. Say hi, Maj. Connecting with the things that give your life meaning can make it easier to deal with work that could feel meaningless. That's it, then the whole cycle starts again. What's your self-care routine and how do you deal with burnout? Let me know in the comments below.